name is Rand Campbell. Ay, ay, ay. How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Okay. Look, here's a absolute truth in and of this world. This world is greatly deceived. Now, you may deny this, you may try to reject this, and that's fine. All you actually do is verify it. Because the truth of the matter is this, is that the best slave is a slave that knows not they're a slave. And every single person that has ever guided you in and through your life has done so in training you and raising you to be a slave to a system that keeps you so deceived that you don't even know you're a slave. This is the wall between truth and deception. People have been enslaved through lies and deception. This is the world we live in. Now, you know what? You could easily, try to talk yourself around that or talk yourself through that and suggest that you're not a slave, because the continental slave trade is how people view or how people see or gauge what they believe to be slavery, because they don't have the ability to actually see what to be oppressed means. Yes, absolutely 100%, black slavery is a strong definition of slavery, 100%. But the slave masters themselves were slaves as well. But you have to really, really, really dig deep past the deceptions in order to understand that as a truth. The slave masters were in fact slaves. Slaves to a system, slaves to sin, slaves to the flesh, slaves to money, slaves to self, and the list continues. There is a plethora of reasons why we are all slaves. We are oppressed into a system that denies you actual freedom. This might come as a shock to some of you, I don't know. But I know guys that are doing life sentences in prison that are freer than people living here in this world that have many, many, many bank accounts filled to the brim, many great big houses, many nice cars, many, 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 many things in and of this world. And the guy sitting in prison who has nothing, virtually nothing, and has been there so long that any relationship worth having is probably already dissolved. That guy is in a lot of ways freer than the guy that appears to have everything. Because there is an indoctrination that comes with coming into this world. When you come into this world, and the world is the system that we are all enslaved to, that we are all indoctrinated into. You see, to be truly free, as Jesus Christ says, you must be in the truth. He said, I am the truth and the life, and nobody gets the Father but through me. And this is probably one of the best sayings you'll ever hear. The truth sets you free, free indeed. If you are living in a system that is designed and built on deception, and you live in that system not knowing that the system has completely and totally deceived you, then you are the perfect slave, in that you have been raised a slave by your parents, by your school teachers, by the corner store guy, by your family, friends. Everybody that has as well been enslaved is unknowingly enslaving you to the same system. So you are being raised by a system that enslaves you. And if you have not awoken and are not teaching your children or those around you the truths of this deceived world, then you are as well raising slaves. You're a slave raiser, period. Now, I know people that have come to the truth and that are no longer blinded by the deceptions of this world, but they're still slaves to the system, even knowing that this system has in fact enslaved the deceived. And I understand a lot of the reasons why. I understand that you have to live. You have to pay bills. You have to work. You have all of these things that you have to maintain and take care of in your life. And it's understandable. The Lord knows this too. The Lord is not going to hold that against you. But I just wanted to make sure that you knew, if you came to this video, that you understood that not only are you a slave to a system that deceives you, you are in fact, if you are repeating the lies, this is why people relie. They rely on a system. In other words, they hear what the system tells them, they take it for truth, and then relay, repeat lies and deceptions. And so by doing that, what you are doing is you are feeding that of which fed you into this slave mentality, and you are feeding that to others, which means that you are a slave raiser. You are raising slaves around you. You're not waking people up. You're not bringing people out of the ways of this world. You're keeping them in the ways of this world by not exposing the deceptions that enslave people. So yes, absolutely 100% for sure guaranteed. Yes, you are a slave raiser. You are helping the system continue its crime against humanity by enslaving them and oppressing them with deception, in that they wouldn't know the truth and be free indeed. Now, make no mistake about it, that was a harsh message. But the truth of the matter is that we got to start telling the truth. If you're a Christian and you believe God and take him at his word, then instead of teaching people how to be deceived, teach them how to be free indeed. Teach them how to be free of the deceptions, and figure out how to teach your children and teach the people in your lives, the ones that you claim you love. You say you love them. Don't lie to them. Come on now. I can promise you the people that I hold the highest regard for in my life are the people that tell me the truth. I have very little time for people that lie to me or people that are deceptive. Keep that in mind when you talk to your friends and family, when you talk to people that you say you love. Be honest with them. If you know the truth, don't be afraid to tell them. It is a much greater place in Christ to be a person of which whom speaks truth than to be somebody that continuously relays, and repeats the deceptions of this world to their children and to the people that they say they love. I ask that God completely and totally bless you. I love you guys. Look at somebody become a Patreon today, please. Somebody like the video. Somebody share the video. Somebody sub the channel. Come on, you can sub this channel. You may not agree with me, but you can sub the channel. I ask that God bless you guys deeply and sincerely. You guys take care of yourselves.
Is when you talking to the principalities and reminding the powers and telling them who you are and what's going to happen. That's when you get an attitude. We have access to God with boldness and confidence. We can go boldly to the throne of God. We can go confidently to him. But what does the devil do? He keeps bringing up your past. He keeps bringing up your failures. He keeps bringing up your shortcomings. I'm not going to God on the basis of my righteousness, not my righteousness. I'm going on the basis of his righteousness and who he is.